Hello again, YouTube. I'm Rick, and this is my video blog. I have had a rather shitty weekend so far. Uh, Weekends are supposed to be nice, supposed to be adventurous, relax a bit. Not mine. Not mine. Wonderful Easter I'm having so far. And it's not even Easter. Anyway, but I'll get to that. First off, I'd like to do a little recap of the last 2 weeks because I wanted to do one last week, but never found the time. Last week was pretty awesome. They're doing a Spring Fest thing, and during which they just had different events for a couple days. First day was let's see, what was the first day? Oh yeah, it was photo puzzles. You found a photo online, and they would format it onto a puzzle, and it was awesome. I got some pictures of me at HVZ, and that was pretty awesome. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Second day was customized street signs. I got one of those yellow caution signs that said warning, Kratos is pissed off at you, and it's awesome. Wish I could show it to you, but yeah. Oh. Third day was Photopalooza is what they called it. It was basically taking pictures with green screen, so you got a bunch of awesome pictures. I got one with me and my girlfriend. It was nice. But it was like on top of a waterfall with a rainbow behind us. It was so nice. Really good couple picture. Thursday was Create an Animal. It was a knockoff. It was a cheap version of Build-A-Bear. Unfortunately, it was such a popular event that it lasted about an hour, as opposed to the 5 that they scheduled. They ran out of animals within an hour or two, and during that time, I was in class, so I didn't get to do that. Friday was fun though because there was a whole bunch of inflatables. There was a rock wall climbing inflatable. There was a bull riding inflatable. That was awesome. There's standard obstacle course inflatable. The one you see at every kind of event with inflatables. It was still fun though. And then there was this human bowling inflatable. That was awesome. Gladiator inflatable. It was awesome because there was like this raised platform in this enclosed area, and they gave you helmets and those some gladiator bats or I'm not even sure what they're called. They're two-handed and you use them to whack each other. See them all the time on American Gladiators if you watch the show and you know the games that I'm trying to talk about. Knock each other. And you try to knock the other person off the platform. Played with this one guy. Best 2 out of 3. He beat me both times. I put up a good fight though, but he just happened to best me. But it was awesome. So it was fun. So rock wall climbing, it would have been better if I could have worn shoes. Those rocks are really hard on the feet. Slippery with socks and just painful with just bare feet. But again, since it was inflatable, you couldn't wear shoes, so ow. Human bowling was okay, except for the fact they stopped doing the bowling thing because the wind kept knocking the pins down. It was bad. It was real caused a lot of tension on the neck though. Obstacle course was fun because beat my girlfriend both times on it. Left behind. And the bull riding was just embarrassing. It looks easy, especially when you see bull riding. It's just like, oh, geez, I can do that. Then you get on it and you realize that the thing is designed for you to slide off. There is no way you could grip yourself onto that bull. Okay, there's just no friction there. I lasted about 2 seconds. It was like, okay. There's a Javis Cripes! But it was fun. Never been flung off anything before, but so yeah, it was awesome. And last weekend was nice because it was the one weekend my girlfriend Jenny was able to stay home for the weekend. Stay home. She usually goes home on the weekends for like work or whatever. This was the one weekend she was staying here, and we hung out all weekend. It was nice, had a lot of fun, did some things together. You know, it was just awesome. This week was okay, just school, and then the weekend hit. It has been bad. It started yesterday after classes were all out. If you look behind me, you notice there's a lot of stuff on the desk and the beds. That is because we had to get it all off the floor because yesterday we got shat on by a thunderstorm and the basements of the townhouses in which I am in one of flooded. Yeah, that was rather crappy. And now all my stuff is on my bed or just wet. Need to get that laundry done, by the way. You can remember to do that. If so, anyway, then this morning, it sucked last night because there was a puddle around like a corner of my room. That was rather sucky. My housemates got hammered, like their entire floor was like half an inch of water. That was bad. Took about an hour for someone to come around sweeping up because this happened in all the townhouses. It was pretty bad. And then I woke up this morning just thinking, oh boy, that sucked. And I woke up and my entire floor was wet. Like, it started out like my roommate, went to do something and then he came back in, left the door open. There was a light on outside and it was shining on my house. I was thinking, oh, come on. Get up, squish. You've got to be kidding me. It was the whole of downstairs. There was not a thread of carpet or tile that was dry. There was not a single thread of carpet or a single piece of tile that was dry. Yeah, that was more appropriate. And it took them about 3 hours because again, it happened with everybody. And it's still been raining all day now, and the carpet's been wet all day because even though they swept it up, there's still some in the carpet, and it's starting to stink too because rainwater in this Earth's atmosphere. No, that's not good. So I think there's mold forming. They mentioned coming around with shampoo or something that has yet to happen. And it sucks because we had storms on and off all day. And then there's been tornado warnings on and off all day as well. And me and the guys decided to go to eat, and we got there, and the cafeteria was closed, and no one was allowed to leave, and had to stay in this tornado shelter for an hour. It was bad. So now I'm stuck here. I have to sleep in the living room. Have to wear flip-flops in my own room because otherwise you get your feet all wet and just, ugh. Oh, at least I'm not making puddles every time I take a step. Still, it's still kind of wet. Ugh. And there's no sun, and there's still a possibility that the rain's just gonna keep coming, and it's gonna keep flooding, and I'm gonna be stuck with my stuff on my bed all weekend, and me sleeping in the cafe. Now, fortunately, nothing was ruined except for I think my book bag was on the floor and it had my psych stuff in it, like my textbooks. That's all wet. Hoping that can all be saved though. Fingers crossed. And my comfy pillow was on the floor because it's nice to lean up on, but it's no good to actually sleep on. You can't sleep upright. And it was on the floor. I did not know it was gonna flood again last night. Otherwise, I would have just done this all last night. Put everything on my bed and then just do that. But I thought it was over, so I left it on the floor, and I wake up and it's half soaked. Yeah, and it's still drying out. I've been trying to dry it out all day. It's not happening. Hopefully, this will all be better by in a couple days. Keep having to spray Febreze everywhere because it's starting to stink again, but, like, we'll get through this. We'll get through this. Well, until next time, Rick out. Peace. Goodbye. Stop already. Okay, okay. Let's try it again. Rick out. Peace.